Welcome to this quick session covering A/B testing and interactive demos. We're going to cover a quick overview of interactive demos, how A/B testing works, what to test, measuring and using results, and then how to try it. So let's get started with interactive demos overview. Interactive demos enable onboarding to happen outside of your product. Essentially, you can let users dive into a feature or some aspect of your product without having to create an account. The way it works is that you capture screens of your product and then you can present them as a interactive demo that can be embedded on a marketing site, in a help article, or linked by URL. Then users can see those screens, they can interact with them, they can see any of the annotations you've created. So this enables users to interact with and understand your product and user experience without having to actually be logged in and using your product. There's many places you can use demos. Of course, on the marketing side is where they're very popular already to help give people a better sense of your differentiating features or how they would use your product, but also they're really valuable in onboarding or in upsells when people are actually in your product. For onboarding, they may not need to want to go through all of the work of setting up an account, or you want to make sure that empty states are much more compelling than blank. So you can embed interactive demos which show a user what the product would look like when it was fully working and it was fully set up. Similarly, for upsell, sometimes people don't have access to gated functionality that's on a higher tier. And so they can't really understand how it would work or how valuable it would be. And so using interactive demos, for example, launched from a tooltip that's attached to a gated feature can help people understand and see the full value of that gated functionality and encourage them to then talk to a sales rep or upgrade their plan. You can use demos in many moments, including product launches. Every time you ship a new small feature, big feature, we recommend creating an interactive demo. You can then use that for the onboarding of that feature in the help article, but also sharing it on socials. We are seeing many people learn about functionality from multiple different channels, so it's really valuable there. Of course, you can deepen usage. So let's say you want to encourage a advanced feature for users who regularly use a feature. You want them to go deeper with that. You can let them learn about advanced ways to use that feature from that feature page. You can attach an interactive demo to a resource center on that page or to a link on that page, etc. So you can help people learn and go more. And then, of course, for sales or support use cases, if people have a lot of common questions about how something works or whether something is possible, you can create an interactive demo for that and have that available in your help center or with your sales and supports team, etc. Chameleon offers interactive demos. They're really built for product adoption. We'll see that in many places, but we are not necessarily targeting the pure top of funnel marketing use case. We think this is a very valuable way to educate people on product and then let them actually use the product and drive usage of the product, which we think is absolutely core to success of your business. And so Chameleon demos are built for product adoption. Here's an example quote from somebody who's been finding a lot of value in making new functionality digestible for customers and then actually adopting it. Okay, let's move on to A/B testing in interactive demos within Chameleon. So just to give a quick heads up, how it would work is first you have to record the demo. And you do that by having a Chameleon account and starting a trial, if not already. You download the Chrome extension. You can get that from the Get Started page in Chameleon's dashboard. You can search the Chrome web store for Chameleon. Once you then go to your application where you want to record the demo, you open the Chrome extension and then you hit record. And you'll have a choice to record with audio as well. That audio isn't shown to your end users or anyone viewing the demo, but we use that audio to automatically create annotations for your interactive demo. So you can essentially walk Chameleon's Chrome extension through your demo. We'll capture your audio and then create your annotations. So you click through, and so essentially, as if you were a user or as if you were showing somebody on a call how to do something, you click through, you talk about it, and then at the end of that, You stop your recording and your demo is ready. It's as simple as that. It's like recording a Loom video or something. Once you've created your demo, recorded it, you can create a variant. So you go to the edit demo page in the Chameleon dashboard, and at the bottom here, you can create a variant. So you click that, that will give you a second version of this demo, variant B. And then you can decide which proportion of users should see variant A versus variant B once you start sharing it. So you'll have a single share link or a single embed code for this demo. And then on average, based on what you've configured here, the percentage of people that will see A versus B will match what you have set up. Now I'm going to show you this with Claude.ai. So let's flip over to my Claude account, and I'm going to open the Chrome extension, and I'm going to record a new demo. I get this view, which asks me if I want to record my voice so that we can create those captions and annotations. I can also do it without my screen. Note that this is a functionality available on our paid plan, but on our free plan, you can record without commentary and add just annotations yourself. So it will start the recording. So today I want to show you how you can use Claude with MCP tools. And the way to do that is you can click this menu, and within here you'll see a set of MCP tools in here. For example, our CRM or our wiki. I'm going to turn on a tool for calendar search. And then once this is on, I can then ask it to something. So, and that way, Claude should be able to use this in my calendar to do that. Great. Okay. Some personal information here. We'll stop the demo here. So we click finish. It's going to upload a demo, and we'll get straight into processing the demo, and we'll be able to create a variant. Okay, and I'm in edit mode for this demo. It's already created my demo with my steps. It's given me a title, referencing MCP tools. It's told me what, where to click, etc. It's got a little video that will show me opening the menu. It's going to reference the calendar search tool, so it's created a chapter, which is pretty cool. It's done all of this stuff by itself using AI and my voice. So let's go back into this overview page for this demo. Now I can simply hit create variant here. And so it will create a second version, and you see it's variant B, A and B here, and I can start editing the and that's you can adjust which one you work on here. So and you can preview each, etc. I can adapt that. So we have our two versions, and then what we can go is into testing, and we can decide that we want to run A/B testing instead of no testing. So we run A/B testing, and then we can set what the percentage is. Sometimes you may want to have the majority of people going into a variant that you're very confident about. Other times you may want to do a 50-50 split, and then you can set it to finish manually. In the future, we may be offering autocomplete where it decides which is the best version and then starts to use the best version. It decides that the experiment is completed. You can also, if you end up deleting a variant, that's fine. You can always then create a new variant. And then you'll notice that this becomes variant C. So you can keep a track of the variants that you've created and keep testing as you find winning versions. Okay, switching back into continuing with our overview. So let's think about what to test. First, we'll just remind you of best practices. Keep demos short. Probably the most important. It is a conversion funnel through every step. So if you reduce friction, more people are likely to get to the end. Of course, you have to compare that to the value you're providing in each step. And if it's a very compelling and valuable demo, more people will get through to the end. But still, keeping them short is important. It's very easy to create many, 15, 20 step demos. I recommend keeping them to less than 10 steps. First impressions really matter. So people, when they see the title slide or your demo embedded somewhere, are going to make a decision of, is it worth clicking through and diving into this demo? And so you have to make that very, very compelling and make sure it focuses on benefits. And that's related to this next point, which is explaining the why. So people don't really want to spend time learning about how to do something. They're much more interested in what it's possible that they can do. And so if you can focus on the why and the benefits that they can accrue. And so focusing on the why in your content and copy will make it more compelling. Make sure you're sprinkling CTAs throughout the demo. You can have CTAs on chapter screens and annotations. So try to include different CTAs to learning more in a help document, booking a call, signing up for the product, and try variations so in case people resonate with one over the other, but also giving them the chance to dive deeper into something they care about. And then naturally track and iterate, see how demos are successful, what's working, what's not working, and do iterate them. Don't employ a set and forget approach if possible. Okay, let's look at 5 things to A/B test. This is my recommended first 5 things to try, or the 5 things that you make sure you try to test. Title screen. We already talked about the importance of the title screen, the copy of the title screen. So that's certainly something to A/B test. The length, again, makes sense. Shorter demos should work better, but you can compare that. Like, what does a 4-step demo really drive much more engagement than an 8-step demo? The CTA copy, as with everything, that CTA copy is where the moment is someone's deciding to take action or not. And so try to test that. You can explore chapters and branching. This is a simple way to offer personalization, where if you have different personas or different types of users, different jobs to be done, and you're trying to use a single demo to capture that, and you don't really know exactly what the user wants, you can offer them multiple options. Say, hey, what feature are you most interested in? And you can have 3 CTAs that all lead to different steps in the demo and allow them to essentially branch to the thing they care about the most. So that's something also worth testing. And then finally, tone of voice or the style of your copy. Maybe you want to try making it much friendlier or much more fun. You can certainly use AI to help you generate content for that. So that's something to explore. Okay, let's think about measuring and then using the results that you get from A/B test. First, Chameleon collects a bunch of data about demos and about how your users are interacting with demos. Here are the things that we collect. Views, so the total number of times the demo was seen. Starts, the number of times that someone interacted with the demo. So they clicked the first CTA or the chapter title or something. So they actually began. Completions, the number of times people get to the last step and click the CTA on the last step. The starting rate, which is the percentage of people that are actually starting or clicking something versus viewing it, and then completion rate, and then also average playtime. So all of this data is available in your Chameleon dashboard to help you understand how effective demos are. Your A/B test will use completion. So we're going to focus on demo completion and the percentage of completion and who's completing and not completing. We're also showing you some confidence scores so you can understand, do we have enough people and enough data to feel confident about choosing one variant over the other. But soon you can also set alternative goals for A/B testing. So we're going to be able to set not just the completion of the demo, but an event. That could be an event in the product, such as them actually using the product. And that is an example of how Chameleon can really power product adoption and how Chameleon interactive demos are built for product adoption, because we're the only solution that really ingests product events and activity. And by linking product activity to your demo, you can really optimize for the thing that actually ultimately drives value, which is people using your product rather than just signing up or something else. We also connect with a bunch of integrations. Chameleon's in-app platform is pretty robust. We have a lot of experience with working with different product integrations. So, for example, analytics tools or CRMs or other tools, we have integrations, and here are a bunch of the events that we will automatically send to your integrations. Things like demo started, demo finished, demo restarted, step started, step completed, button click, component click. So there's a lot of data, rich data available in your existing integrations that you connect with Chameleon, and you can use that to create your own flows or create your own reports, your own charts, marry this with other user activity data, etc., to really understand what's happening. We also have a very powerful webhooks set up. Webhooks are essentially halfway between a native integration and APIs. So webhooks are the way to send data in real time to other solutions. And so in our developer docs, you can see a lot of the demos, webhooks data available. And what this can do is you can send this to any custom integration, custom database, warehouse, but also tools like Make and N8N or Pipedream for automations. So maybe you want to get alerted through that pipeline when something happens, or maybe you want to run some AI processing based on the data you're sending. So you can use these tools to create automations and leverage Chameleon data into these tools. And you can do that with all of our webhooks data. So there's pretty extensive information available at our developer doc site, which is developers.chameleon.io. You can also leverage interactive demo engagement for in-app experiences and targeting. So you can create audiences based on data collected around how users are engaging with demos. So if they express interest in something, then you can target them in-app and again, try to drive product adoption through what you've learned about how they're interacting with interactive demos. So that's it. Hopefully this was valuable and will give you a chance to get started and try it out. We do have a free plan where you can do a bunch of demo creation, share them, etc. And then a paid plan, which you can talk to us, which gives you the AI functionality as well as A/B testing. So book a demo. You can do that from our website or message someone on Chameleon on LinkedIn or me on LinkedIn. We can help you get set up with a demo, but really powerful way to drive product adoption. So hopefully this was valuable and see you soon.